see. Is it working now? Let's see. Working now. Let me see my leg. Wee. Try pay attention to that. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. Let me write that in there. Do a little test, make sure everything's working. Oops. All right. Ooh, it's chilly in here. All right. Happy Mother's Day. Sorry I missed my live last week. I ended up doing Uber on a Sunday instead of my Saturday night. So I kind of missed it. I was going to do some Uber yesterday, but it was crappy. So I just kind of gave up and went and saw Snow White instead. It was not too bad. So today I am getting back into it. I try to do this every Sunday. And so, just, today we are doing I pre-drew some of this stuff yesterday, just light sketches. I am doing a Fabergé, what's it, paper what the heck they call them, where you use the paper and you make it like an egg, one of those Easter egg baskets. You make it out of paper mache. Yeah. And I'm going to put these into like colors and use these as like some little designs on the last layer of that paper mache. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I figured I would do it. Would I not? I have some flowers. I have an egg, which I'm going to do some design in it. I have some pre-sketched, tulips, just so I can kind of get an idea for size-wise. I got a butterfly. I got an Easter bunny holding a chicken and an egg, and a butterfly plus some eggs up here, which I will be doing some designs on. And so, let's get started. And if there's anything you want me to show you how to draw that I already have on here, let me know, and I'll try to do a quick sketch up as well. Hello! Can I draw an iPhone? I'm sure you can draw an iPhone. They're pretty easy to do. It's pretty much a square with some glass. I don't have an iPhone. I have a Samsung. So right now I'm just going to do some outlines of these. This is a Micron 5. And just so we can make it better to see on screen. So let's just get started. Let's do my little funny looking bunny. And then I'm probably going to fill them in with some color. Either be some watercolor, pencil, ink, whatever. I have all these different types of things, so I'm gonna use that. Wow, 20 people watching. Everybody's bored today, I guess, so they're gonna watch some art. Hopefully you guys having a wonderful Mother's Day. One of the reasons I started becoming an artist is my mom was a fantastic artist, and I never believed I could draw, but I never actually tried. So, this last 2 or 3 months, I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to continue saying I can't draw when I've never actually tried to draw. So it's time to see if I can actually learn how to draw. And, not doing too bad. And I'm actually enjoying doing it. So it's kind of a shout out to Mom for getting started. And, hopefully maybe I can continue doing this, and maybe down the line have something to maybe make some money off it. Who knows? But at the very least, I am having fun learning all these different types of styles. So what are you guys all doing this fine Mother's Day? Give it the little bunny tail. I know my rabbit hates it when I touch her butt. And little, like I said, I've already pretty much sketched this out loosely yesterday. So make it easier today because I don't want to, it is Mother's Day, so I don't want to spend all day online, but I did miss last week, so I am gonna try to at least get started and do some simple designs on here. And this bunny looks like he's mad at this chicken. I don't know what he's gonna do with this chicken. This little baby chick. I don't know why they always have bunnies hiding the eggs for Easter. These are so light even, I don't even know what I did. I can hear my rabbit right now in the background. She's running around. And got me a little black one. I just did a short with her earlier. She always bugs the ever-loving crap out of me in the mornings. Yeah, these are just some simple little drawings. I basically just made a circle for the head for the rabbit and then just added some ears and some other little cheeks on here, and then just a circle for the head and the body, and then just kind of filled it in and stuff. So it's very simple. And same thing with the chicken head. I just made a circle and then just add the side feathers to give her a little extra thing. I picked these ones up last minute yesterday. Just went online and typed in chicks and stuff, and chicks and bunnies. Wanted to keep them kind of cartoon today, so I didn't want anything too detailed. Do any of you guys like drawing and stuff, or what type of art stuff you guys like to do? I know I like to do ink drawings and working with a quill and pen, and I just, the black and white looks really cool, and watercolor and the Zentangle. Like, this is what I did one of these other Sundays. I need to finish it. Maybe one of these Sundays I'll do a finish it project type of thing. I've got some new gel pens and stuff, so maybe I'll match up whatever colors I have and do some other design so it's not all black and white. Well, maybe I'll do something like that. Who knows? But yeah, I have like so many. You ever have like so many freaking projects that you get started and then you get them halfway through? I need to go and just do a Sunday of finish it Sundays or finish it Fridays or something like that, because I have so many projects and drawings that I started because I had ideas for them and then I never really finished them. Now this paper is very thin. This is actually calligraphy paper, but since I'm doing the Fabergé egg, it's a Fabergé? No, not the Fabergé egg. I've actually done one of them. They're fun too. The paper mache egg for the Easter project. I wanted something that'd be easily to kind of wrap around the egg. So that's why I picked this paper. So I would probably do these drawings on like cardstock if you wanted to keep them long term for something. And if I don't use these, well, I'll just end up putting them in my little stash of papers for a multimedia type of scrapbook one of these days when I get enough scrap that I've done, because, you know, I'm really just barely starting to do this art and drawing and stuff. So I'm assuming I'm going to have a lot of projects that just kind of accumulate, stuff that half done or the ones that didn't quite make it. And so I'll probably use them to do some sort of collage, or maybe do them for like little fillers for scrapbooking, or draw some stuff for a vacation type style thing for pictures. Who knows? You can always save all these types of things and, you know, figure out what you use them in other projects. So this is actually going to be used in another project, hopefully. Let's get just some quick little easy designs. Let me take water off of this. Do a little monarch. I don't know why I have problems doing butterflies. It's such a simple design, but I always have problems getting the proportions right. I know there's like little white dots on here, and then it's filled in with black around the edges. I'll have to like study some butterflies and just do a drawing. It's getting spring, so I'm getting lots of butterflies hopefully soon, and I can just take some pictures. And because with it being spring, I know I'm going to get a lot more spring drawings. I love them. They almost look like stained glass. Oh, oops, I can't see the butterfly. Let's move this over. Gonna fill in the lines here. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I'll have to make sure we have some butterfly plants that they like. Maybe even make sure we have some milkweed. I know the monarchs will actually lay their eggs in milkweed. We used to have some that would grow, and then we'd take them out, and then my sister's like, yeah, you got to keep them. You'll get some butterflies growing off of them. I'm like, oh, I did not know that. I think I'm going to do this monarch just about the same color as the orange and black and yellow. And then the other butterfly, I am probably going to do rainbow. Pinks and yellows and greens, just, you know, pastel type of things. Or whichever type of thing I happen to grab is what color it's going to be. Maybe I'll do this one in pastels. I got some really pretty colors on here, some purples and pinks and teals and blues. Maybe I'll do that one on this one. I haven't actually done any drawings with these ones, except for some swashing, so I'm trying to learn how to do some pastels and stuff. They have such pretty colors. Some little eyeballs here on the side. So do any of you have some channels? If you do, put them in the chat box, and that way people can check you out. Make sure you share what you do or what you're doing today. If you're doing anything fun with the family and you want to share it, feel free. Hey, how you doing? Yay, how's your Sunday going? It's not Justin. Oh my God, I always have a problem. Homestead. It starts with the J. It's not Justin. Jordan. It's like, I know it's a J. And I ask you every single time too. Oh my God, one of these days. I need some more coffee. So what are you up to today? We're going to see any homestead videos up here soon? Some how-tos? I know you're thinking of finding some new stuff. Same old. Yeah, I need to do a setup for my printer and print out some tax paperwork. I don't have a printer. I actually have to go and download it, and I went over to FedEx for the print on demand. It's called Print and Go, and then you just email it to Print and Go, FedEx, whatever, and then you just go over to FedEx and they'll print it up there, because I don't have my printer up, and it's, you know, black and white. It's like 60 cents to print it up. But yeah, if you feeling lazy and don't want to do it, a $50 printer at Walmart You'll have to let me know the brand and how well it works and stuff, because I need just a cheapy one. I've been looking at like the DI and stuff, but you never know if they're gonna work. Uh, and I don't really want to get something too. I don't think at this time I need anything too drastic, or something that has to do like photos or anything like that. So I just plain old black and white and color. An HB printer. I had one of those, and then the thing kept saying it's jammed, and I looked at all the different videos, and it just never. I can never get it to work. So I took it to the DI. Hopefully, one of those people can get it to work. So I was part of the problem. You go to the DI to get stuff, and half the time it'll turn on, but it's like jammed. It says jammed. It's like, dude, there's no paper in it. How can it be jammed? How's the weather out there in Florida today? Yeah. It's like, and then they after a while they stop working, and you have to go and buy a new one. I think they purposely make them so you have to keep buying them, because if you got one that actually worked for decades, yeah. It's cold. We have about 7 days worth of rain this week, and so it's been yesterday was really rainy. I'm hoping it'll warm up a little bit once I get done, because I want to go get my patio all done up and get the barbecue going, so we can have some sort of barbecue stuff going on today. Because I am tired of sitting inside. I was just watching Jazz's live stream a little bit ago, talking about going on vacation without a credit card and stuff. And I do that a lot sometimes. And only time I'd have a credit card is if I'd have to rent a vehicle or something. But nowadays you really don't need it, because, well, there's Uber and everything else. I'm going to do some sunflowers here, and then some violets, hopefully. Just some simple flowers. I wouldn't risk it. I bring cash and extra card with me when I go on vacation. I'm paranoid about being without money. It forces you not to spend and being a little more self-conscious. Like, I still always have the credit card, but I usually make sure I keep it in a drawer somewhere that I'm less likely to use it. Because if I have it, I'm gonna use it. And then my vacation that I plan to spend only $800 to $1,000, it's like $5,000. That should be simple enough there. I'll put those other ones on there. Get rid of some of these lines. That rabbit looks weird. Oop. Doing some quick little drawings. So Jordan, do you have any plans for your channel and stuff? I know you haven't really done a whole lot of videos. At least the last time I checked, I haven't seen you do anything else. I know you originally planned to do a homestead, and then you're like, I don't know if I want to stay in Florida. You got any plans on that? I always enjoyed your videos, especially your lives. Yeah, it's always money and savings. It's like every time you try to save up for something, it's like something else comes up, and then there goes your plans. That and time. Never seem to have enough time because you don't have the money, so you have to go and make the money, and then by the time you get all your work done and try to get one or two videos up, it's like I don't have the time for it, and now I'm so tired and burned out that I don't really want to do it. And then you force yourself to do it, and the video is just not as good as it should be. That's why I've kind of cut mine down to once a week and then just lives, because then lives I can just do whatever and sit and chat and everything like that. I can't afford it, and I am working extra jobs to save money. Yeah, exactly, exhausted. I don't feel like doing my taxes on Sunday because I'm constantly doing other stuff. Yeah, by the weekend comes around, you're just so tired from doing your normal job that by the time you sit down, you need to do other stuff. You have stuff around the house you need to get done because you've been putting off all that stuff, and then just one extra thing on top of it. It just makes you want to just sit down and do absolutely nothing and just maybe watch videos and buy people and your favorite Netflix show or something like that, and say, I'll do it tomorrow, and then I'll do it tomorrow, and then you look up and it's like the 15th, and you're like, well, I'll get an extension. Me, I just printed all my stuff up, and I have a tax lady. I take it to her, and I'd rather pay the extra $100 to have them done once, and it's on file. And if there's any problems, I can go back to her and have it done. So that's what I'm doing Monday. I just printed out all my stuff, put it all together in an envelope, and I'll take it up to her Monday and go, there you go. See you in a couple weeks. Let me know how much it costs, and I'll do some extra Uber rides. Editing a YouTube video for myself always takes the back burner over something else. Oh, yeah, really. I've been editing and doing videos for my tattoo shop, hoping to make money from that and get some free tattoos in the process. I'm afraid of tattoos. I don't know why. Hey, Marcy. Yeah, that's what I'm doing on Tuesday. You're doing your taxes too? Oh, we are the last minute crew, aren't we? It's like, people, it's like, I got it done the minute I have it. It's like going, I always tell myself every year I'm going to do it like in January or February or the end of January, early February, once I get all my information, because, it's easy to get this stuff online and just get it done. And then it's always like 1 or 2 weeks before, or sometimes even a week before, and you just get the extension because, you're like, is it that time of the year again? Yeah, when you have your own business too, Marcy, it's like you got a lot more. You got your normal taxes from your work, and then all your Etsy stuff, and having to gather all that stuff and make sure you have all your stuff for stuff that you bought and stuff for running to get it, and all your miles, and have to gather all that stuff up and get it all in one place. That's one of the things I like. So I would love to be able to become a businesswoman and sell some of my art and do some of that stuff, but at the same time, it's like, do I really want the hassle? When you owe money, you wait till the last minute. Yeah. I don't know how it's gonna. This year probably won't be too bad, but next year, since I have bus driving, Uber driving, and hopefully by the end of the year I can get monetized, that'd be awesome. And if I do get monetized, then I have to make sure I have all the stuff for YouTube as well on top of it. When you have multiple incomes, it makes tax season such a pain in the butt. It's like when I worked for the trucking industry, I'd get one tax form, and it was just so easy. I get the per diem, and that's about it. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do the lines. Oh, well, maybe I'll just do top and bottom, something different. That was design work. Okay. I meant to do that. You guys are distracting me. You guys are distracting me, Mana. probably didn't need to outline these ones because this is going to be a watercolor. Yeah, I owe like every year. One year I sold a house, and this year it's a side job and overtime. Yeah, you think that they just take the money they need and then not have to worry about it. They got enough freaking stuff coming out. You think they just take it all out no matter what you work with. If people who are like lower income are doing the other stuff, it's like it's more of a hassle for us than it is for, people who actually make the money because, usually if you're making money, you got people to do your taxes and you don't really high-end ones and you don't have to worry about it as much. Hopefully, if you don't have people who are a-holes and taking your money, but yeah. And it seems like we get nickel and dime more than other people. They got more deductibles and stuff, and they know how to work the system when everyday people don't. So you don't know how much you can actually take accounting for unless you actually work as a tax person, And so you're always behind the ball, and it's like, why do I owe this much money? I didn't make enough money to actually owe money, so why the freaking A do they keep trying to take money? All right, now I'm going to get angry with taxes. Love this time of the year. Oop, that's one lopsided ugly egg. Same here. There's always more expenses, and then you got house payments and everything else, and insurance that's gone up that you have to deal with, and so when you're not making enough, and then tax comes and everything else, insurances, everything goes up, and then by the time you come around to tax season, you're hoping that you can get a little extra bump in your savings and stuff to pay off some of those bills, and then it's like, oh wait, no, you owe us. We're not giving you any money. You got to give us money. And you're like, dude, why? You guys don't do anything with the money I already give you. Why should I be giving you more money that you can't freaking budget for? Some more eggs. What the hell am I drawing on? All right. I thought this was going to be simple, but now it's taking me more time than I thought. And then I got to draw all this stuff in it. I make less than 100,000 most years. My taxes mean nothing to $1 trillion budget. True. But they still want it. I don't even make 100,000. I think my last year I made about 50,000. And I worked like 14, 15-hour job. I still didn't make hardly anything. Well, it feels like it. Well, most people are lucky if they make that. And this year is probably going to be even less. I would love to make almost 100,000. That way I can at least get some stuff saved up and get emergency done up. But it's still a lot of work to do that type of stuff too. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Saw a video on it, and then I'm like, ooh, that looks simple. And I didn't watch the whole video all the way through, so it's probably going to end up looking like crap. I have no idea what I want to do with the color on these things, so I think I'm just procrastinating. You think I'd come with a plan? Nope. That would make perfect sense. Maybe I'll just do one of those watercolor things where you put the water on there and just let the water do its thing. It's going to be one wrinkly piece of paper by the time I'm done, probably. I need to learn how to put some music in this stuff. Oh, let me. Well, I screwed that thing up. All right. Totally meant to do that. Totally meant to do that. It's kind of turned into a Zentangle. Thank you. I like these Zentangle type of patterns. It always ends up looking really pleasing by the time you get it done. Even when you do screw up and it's messy. All right, let's see. Let's do a little watercolor. Where's my paintbrush? Where's my paintbrush? Do I have a paintbrush in here? I got a tiny one, I think. Or at least I did. I have stuff everywhere. Let me get it. That should do it. 3 different kinds. Let's see. I'm gonna do this one. I'm just gonna flood it with some color. Oh yeah, this is not the right kind of paper. Need watercolor paper. Let's see. Oops. Pencil, come back here. What I need is a hairdryer or something. Yep, this is going to be a wrinkly mess. I'll have to be gentle so I don't end up ripping the paper. I might have to end up doing more pastels instead of watercolor. I am going to rip this thing. Might just do some colored dots and see how that turns out. Yeah, these watercolors, pencils are good for certain ways, but not so much for... Maybe if I just kind of do straight up without the wet on wet. I kind of like the way the wet on wet looks. This might be a mess when I try to put it on the egg later on. Gluing it down. Like I said, it'll probably end up having to be one of the last ones I put on. Because it will probably reactivate the watercolor. I would have used watercolor paper, but they're very thick and they probably wouldn't do well. That's okay. It's probably gonna be messy anyways. Do try to purple on the edge and then maybe do some silver in the center. See how that looks. And a dark color. Let's see. Maybe a dark blue in the center. Yeah, he's like one of the ones that started out with the 31-day challenge way back in the day. Yeah, I don't think watercolor is going to do it for this style. Yeah, his is Homestead Made Easy. He also does some stuff for a tattoo shop in town as well. Does some of their stuff. I want to get a watercolor thingy and actually like a painting board and actually do it. Yeah. It's pretty. Let's see if I can just get some green background. I might have to do another live and get some more of this stuff done, because this will probably take longer than I had planned. I still need to go outside and do some work in the garden. And then this will have to dry some. Let's see. Maybe I'll work on something that's not too close to it. Do we have the gray? Let's do some. Okay, this soft pastel is a lot better than the other one that I used. More vibrant color. See how well they layer. Where is my... See how well these things blend. Trying to do this without covering it too much. Let's see if I can get this more center. I need a black pastel. I don't use colored pencil. Where's my pastels? Let's see. See how it will. Oh, okay, not too bad. Colored pencil and the pastels work okay together. Hey Sin, how you doing? How's the budgeting life going? I haven't had a chance to stop by your thing in a while, so I'll have to go make sure I go and check out, see how you do. And I think I stopped by it sometime last week, but I haven't really been on as much with the budgeting channel since I've been focusing more on this. But I always try to stop by you and Destiny and some of the others. Got any new stuff on in your shop? And happy Mother's Day. She is a budgeter from some of my first channel, the Pynn Fool Budgeter. She has her own little shop and does her own little things and does some of the budgeting with friends and that type of stuff. Do you guys have any challenges that you're doing with other budgeters? Ooh. I'll have to come and stop by. Oh, it's spring, so I'm assuming we got lots of spring and Easter stuff coming out. I'm hoping this next paycheck and I can actually do some more savings and do some Ubering and try to get my budgeting, because things have been really, really, really sad lately. Let's see. Should we do some purple? And let's do some pink and teal. And I'm doing this for a Easter egg paper mache type of thing. And so these are going to be like the last layer so I can add some color. I'm hoping it will look pretty good. The watercolor one didn't turn out that well. Wrong paper. Wrong paper for it. Using some pastels. Now, do you do a lot of your challenges just off of Canva? Or do you actually, I know, I used to do some of the handmade ones and stuff, and then upload them, and I had planned to do that, but things just got too out of hand, too much stuff on my plate. between the happy planners and that stuff and work, it just kind of got way too much. Let's get some teal. I love butterflies. I always end up looking like stained glass. We have a butterfly museum exhibition over in the Thanksgiving Point that I'd love to go to and check out and walk around and watch all the kids get really excited. All the different colors of butterflies. I'll have to take my sketchbook in there and just do a little sketch of some of the butterflies and do a little live video or something like that. A day out in drawing or something. That would be a good idea. I need to get more practice at drawing at what I see. Let's do some dark color. Yeah. Yeah, I always the grandkids love to go. Yeah, it's fun. I love going to Thanksgiving Point. It's such a tourist trap though, but it is still it's so much fun to go. See if I can get some extra color in here. So what are some of the places you guys like to go if you have like a Sunday or a Saturday off during the spring? I want to, maybe this week with it being spring break, I might go up to the zoo or something. That might be fun. I haven't been up there. Just, walking around Salt Lake and do something. I wonder if I can do some designs with the pencil. Where's my sharpener? I need a better sharpener. This sharpener sucks. It's like I'm going to do simple stuff, and then I don't do simple stuff. I need to come up with some topics for some of my Sundays, I swear. But then I get so distracted by what I'm doing that I don't really do topics. Maybe I should do a little like questionnaire or something like that and say, hey, give me some topics to do. And if I'd actually plan out my lives a little better, I probably could. I know Jazz does some really good lives. Maybe it's because her genre is a little different than mine, so maybe. Since she does the solo travel lives. That and I just don't really prepare as much as I should. Ooh. So I really like pastels. I really like to learn more on how to do it because it always looks, especially if you get some good ones, Not like the ones I was trying to use last week. They were kind of crappy, but they still turned out. Not last week, but the one with the Cheshire cat. Well, it turned out kind of nice. Should I do more? The pink, get the blue one solid. Maybe just do some circles, little tiny circles on the pinks. I'll have to remember to spray these things. See if we can get them. I will probably finish these up with something lightly. Actually, I might keep it like that. Not do some ink on that one. I might just keep it as is and just kind of make some shadows or something on it. Just try to use some new different techniques. Or, well, something that just looks pleasing to the eye, basically. The bunny. Let's see. Do we have some? Yeah. Let's see if I can use it. Whoa, hello. Earthquake! All right, actually in California I haven't had earthquakes, so. Oh, juice, excuse me. Bless me. Okay, lavender. Let's see if I can get the right color. Oh my goodness gracious. All these. I'm trying to think. Is it the right color for lavender? Kind of a blue. Maybe it's more purplish. I don't know. I forget. I can do different colors, I guess. Yes, it's art. It can be whatever color you want, right? I think it's supposed to be more purplish. I might just kind of go over with some purple blue. Oh my goodness. I want to get some more better ink, or like some of the alcohol markers. I would love to learn how to do that, kind of like the graffiti style. I think that's really cool looking. I'd love to learn how to do some of that. I kind of like the look of both blue and the purple. Kind of gives it a shading. Add some more in here. I like those like little foxtails that you get in spring. Where's my, oh, that's green. Do I have any yellow? Do I have any yellow? Tell me I have yellow. Okay, got yellow. Oh, that's more orangish. My flowers are so messy. They look like a 3-year-old did it. Talented 3-year-old, but a 3-year-old. I don't know why I have problems with flowers. They're simple patterns, but I always have problems with the petals. Let's do it darker. Let's just do some reds. At least make it interesting. If it's ugly, might as well make it interesting. You do get some of those sunflowers that have like the reddish center. I think they're really pretty. It's probably my favorite flower is the sunflower. What are you guys' favorite flowers? That black? Yeah, I think that's black. And some greens. Let's start out with the lighter green. We got some helicopters going by. Actually, that's starting to look pretty good. Trust the ugly process. I think I have those on the wrong side. I definitely did that on the wrong side. Oh well. It's modern art. It's expressionists. It's supposed to look like that. Plus, I'm going to be cutting some of this out anyway, so it don't really matter. Let's see, I have some. I might have some. Some of these little lavender ones will just have 1 or 2 in there. So we used to grow lavender in our backyard. It's always so pretty. Bees love it. That and the sunflowers. Bees always love that stuff. Get it in the hole. Let's get some green. think they're like long, spiky. They're not really big leaves. They're just kind of spiky leaves that come out. Well, not really spiky, but, you know, thin. Get some color in here. Make sure I'm... It's like you started and you're not happy with it and you just keep going and you keep going. And you was like, you know, I kind of like it. See if I can get some messy lines in here. Some. There. Oh, that's fun. That's fun looking. Let's see. Let's do some teal. I kind of like how that marker turned out. Let's see. Let's do some tulips with different colors. Basically just kind of a U. That's another thing I love to do is go into the tulips, Festival of Tulips. They are always fun in spring just to walk around. That you don't actually really need money for unless you're going to the back main rose garden. You don't have a favorite flower. You just think they're all pretty and say, this one's mine. This is my favorite flower of the week. This is my favorite flower of the week. Ooh, that's pretty. That's my favorite flower. That's usually how I am. But I just like sunflowers because they look so odd. And like, they look unfinished. It's like somebody just splooshed color all over something. And yeah, they just kind of look like they're in need of more work. I lost the key to P.O. box and finally got it. I got the card he said. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got it. And I think there's a... Did I put a challenge in yours? I think I put a handmade challenge in yours. It was fun. I think I put 3 or 4 in different, some of them. Wasn't sure if yours is one of them. I enjoyed doing that, you know, just sending out some of these handmade challenges. I mean, I'll have to do a live and just do some more handmade challenges. I don't have a P.O. box, so it's like, I don't know if I'd want one, or maybe one day they might be fun. Okay, that's just colorful. I don't know if I like that one. I'm glad you liked it. Feel free to use it or send it to somebody. If you have someone that you'd like to send some stuff to, you can feel free to send it to them or use it in some sort of challenge if you want. Or just hang on to it. I forget, which one did I send you? I wasn't sure if it was the Tangled Hearts or I forget which ones, or was it the jellyfish? This was a while ago, I forget. Now that looks like something a 3-year-old did. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay, you got the tangled hearts. Those are fun to make. You just kind of do the squiggle, and then you just fill in the sides. The corners every time that something connects. And you just kind of fill in the corners and stuff. That's really messy. But yeah, it's... And then I usually just do a heart, and then you just do the squiggle around the whole thing. And then anywhere that connects, you just round over the corners, and then you can just do whatever type of... It's very simple, and it's very, it's really relaxing to do. Those are just one of those messy kind of art tangle thingies. Yeah, you could do a video and do some homemade ones. Actually, it looks a little better with the outlines, messy outlines. Sometimes these little just messy stuff really looks good when it's done. You don't actually have to be perfect. You just kind of squiggle it in there. Especially if you're using the ink, you just kind of squiggle around wherever the things kind of fell. Actually, this would be an easy one for you to do a challenge on, and just do the unlined ones and just the color, and then every week just kind of do an outline with the messy outline, and that by the time you're done, you'd have flowers or whatever, and you just do the messy outlines for each filling ones. You can do hearts. You can do smiley faces. Do all kinds of stuff. Just make some blobs. So it's unfinished and undefined. It's just a bunch of colors, and then you just kind of, whenever you do your money challenge, you just fill it in with a little micro pen or whatever you have, and make a bunch of flower hearts or tulip hearts or whatever. Oh, she's a graphic. Oh, she's going graphics major. I've always wanted to do some learning how to do the art on, on the tablets and that type of stuff, and do the graphic designs and everything. I thought that'd be really, really interesting, because there's like some stories I would love to be able to do that would be good in graphic design type of thing, or even just doing the mock-ups. Let's see. Which one should I do next? The big egg? The bunny, the chick? I think I only have time for one more. Let's see. Is that green? Let's do some color. And then I will do the other one. Maybe I'll do another live and finish this up so I can get 2 lives this week. Let's see. Let's do the chick. Fill her in with a little pencil. Always start with the lighter color and then add to it. Tangerine. Let's get a little bit of blush for her. Why not? Let's see. Weird upside down leaves. Get them dark. Got some black. I keep hitting my thingy. Let's see. Get some purple, blue under here. Is it purple or blue? I don't know. See if I can kind of make it a little more 3D. You know, it's on a shell. I always want to practice your skills whenever possible. I'm gonna do a teal blue, ice blue. Oops. It's kind of a gray. It's more of a gray. What is this one? Oh, that's why it's called ice gray. Okay, that would make sense. Guess I should know which one I'm grabbing, right? It's like, why does that look great? Because it's ice gray. Oh, today's the color of festivals. I totally forgot about that. I wanted to go out and see it, and I totally forgot. Oh, I'm broke. I always tell myself, next year, next year. Then I forget. Yesterday I was going to go, but it was raining. Let's see. How does yellow look around it? I don't know if I should have picked other colors, but hey. I wanted something bright. Let's see, some dark orange for shadows. Kind of trying to make these look like they're not just painted on, but layered. Do I have any gold? That might be good. I need some gold ink. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do another live stream this week. Luckily, it's spring break, so I got a little time. I'll have to do some more. These I might just do on my side, but maybe I'll come in and do 3 more. Oh, these pins are stanky. So maybe Tuesday. I love the look of some of these paint pens. I'll have to do some more playing around with them. Do I have any black ink pens? Come here, come here, come here. Or is that silver? I can't get that off. Oh, that is black. I thought that was silver. I need to clean that. Where is my... Oh, shit. Oh, hopefully you don't break that.